Yo, what's up guys? I'm answering some of your emails today. If you want deep singing knowledge you'll get nowhere else, hit that subscribe button, pound that thumbs up if you enjoy this video, let's go! Right, so I get emails from time to time from many students saying, listen to this exercise, am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? How can I improve? These are hard questions to answer, especially when you're new to singing and vocal technique in general. It's kind of abstract at the start. It's like being in a dark room, you're not sure. Sometimes it goes well and you're like, well, is the exercise better? Or why did it go well? Sometimes it goes worse and you're like, why is it going worse? 5 minutes ago it was going better. These questions can be very tricky to answer when you're new to all this. It does get easier, but it's tricky. Got a couple of emails from a friend of mine who drops by my stream, and I wanted to just cover them today because they kind of interact. He's got a couple of exercises he sent me, and then he sent me an email asking, how does this guy do it? How does this example of another singer, how's he doing it? Let's have a listen to these exercises first. We're going to nip in and out. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing because it's mostly the top of the exercises where we need to focus here. So we've got lip rolls. Okay, that's the top of the lip roll. Now, there's some good things going on here. Got some closure happening. Yeah, it's not, the airflow isn't uncontrolled. It's not like, we got some, we can hear the chords are coming together. There's contact. This is a good thing. This is what we need. Now, let's go to the mum as well, because we've got the same issue in both, and I will cover the issue towards the end, after this. Throughout these exercises, the issue isn't really chord closure. So we've got lip rolls and mum. Yeah, and like I said, closure isn't the issue really. There's closure throughout these exercises. So what else can it be in terms of improving these exercises? The first thing is just paying more attention to pitch. I'm not sure what pitches are supposed to be there. Throughout both these exercises, I've got a sense of what pitches are we going for exactly. So that's something to listen out for. We've got to make sure that we clearly match the pitches that we're trying to get at. And I think I'm not sure if he's going for that scale. It could be it could be that. If it is, we want to hear that all the way through. But it's got to be, we need to listen some more and make sure we get that scale accurate. You'll hear it when it matches accurately. So that's the first thing. And the other thing is this, as we go up, we don't really lose closure, but there is a sense of pressure building towards the top of the exercise. I've got this sense of where does it need to go to take the pressure off. It's like, it feels like we're getting to that glass ceiling. And it's the same on the lip rolls. Now on this one, that scale was more, I understood what he was trying to get at. think he was going for those notes. But listen at the top. It feels like glass ceiling. The pressure isn't coming off the voice. How do we figure this out? How do we get pressure off the voice? The reason that the lip roll is useful is because it should have this kind of all the way through it. So I'd emphasize that dopey quality a little bit on the lip roll and make sure that it's not drifting towards we want. In short, the problem I'm hearing here is the larynx is coming up, which means the cricothyroid tilt is not able to engage, and so you're hitting a glass ceiling. The solution for that is to learn to keep the larynx down. As you go up higher, you're going to feel like you hit a glass ceiling. If you can keep that vowel, we've got to learn to release as we go up higher. We've got to find a way to take pressure off the voice. Now this feeling of if you compare that to where I talk, there's a sense of dopiness, a sense of or whine. But it's always got this kind of quality. Even when it's brighter, even when it's brighter, it's kind of got this going on underneath. That dopiness is a very key thing to start latching on to. Because as I go up, right there, I've got to find a way to take pressure off. I can either I can either reach for it or I can take the pressure off. When I take the pressure off with the dopey quality at the top, listen to that. And the best way I can describe it is it kind of feels like as I go up higher, I'm yawning or I'm pressing in. It feels like the same sensation as a yawn. If I go, that is some tilt coming in. Now to get into head voice, we're going to need more of that tilt. Yeah, but it's that feeling. It's like when I go, that has to be latched onto and held onto and understood. So rather than the singing getting to a point and they're like, I don't know what to do, yeah, they can latch onto that dopiness, that tilt, that and they can start feeling release at the top and a sense of taking pressure off the voice rather than that sense of pressure building. So it is learn to release, learn to take the pressure off the voice as you go up higher. You should feel no extra pressure. No matter how high you're singing, you should be able to you should be able to feel a sense of taking the pressure off the voice. Doesn't necessarily need to be a finished sound, but you hear as I go up higher, it never gets wide and it never splats. Yeah, you can hear the pressure coming off the sound. It never feels like anything much is changing. You have to discover that if you want to sing into head voice freely and with a sense of control. And just to emphasize that, the other email that he sent me was a little example of a singer. And we will just break this down. Listen to how as he goes up on this example, there's no sense of pressure. Have a listen.
If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does he do it that way?
Yeah, this is good control. Tell me why, tell him that it's human nature. Now this tell him that it's human nature. It has to be free at the top there. There has to be no extra pressure on the voice or it will feel pulled, it will feel off. And you can hear that. It's so clean and released. When he goes down, when he goes up there, why? It's not tell him, it's tell him that it's human nature. It sounds connected and heady and light, but it also has a sense of fullness to it, even though it's very quiet. Now, I can't imitate a black singer. Black singers just sound innately a little bit different, but I can give you a sense of the technique behind it, yeah? If you can learn to take pressure off your voice as you go up higher and not have the pressure build, you're going to feel like that the ceiling starts to disappear. But if that larynx is creeping up, if you feel the pressure building and you can't take it off, you've got to go back to the yawn, go back to the tilt, go back to the pressing in and learn to get higher and take pressure off. And it's got to be, yeah, everything here. You can exaggerate that dopiness at first to latch onto it and then later on come back and normalize the sound. The only other thing was getting a little bit more accurate matching the pitches. I wasn't quite sure what pitches we were trying to sing during the exercise all the time. Other than that though, there's good closure, there's a good sense of tone there, and generally speaking, it's a start. It's a nice place to work from. So let me know in the comments below, guys, if you've got any more ideas to add to these demonstrations. Tell me if I've missed anything, let me know. And as always, if you want deep singing knowledge you'll get nowhere else, hit that subscribe button, pound the thumbs up. I'll see you in another video. Take care, bye!